a detail keg to spray rinseless, iron remover making wheels bleed from months of neglect.
Oh my gosh, look at these wheels, brother.
Yeah, they're just bleeding.
So let's take this hammered nasty paint with bird bombs. This is the stuff of detailing videos, right? Of which I've made many, and rescue this paint. But on this episode of Nick at Night, let's do that with a bunch of new products and tools I've never touched.
This is the Swivel Gun Pro from Macmillan's.
It says apply a generous amount onto your tire dressing applicator of choice.
I give Pan's Tire Shine a run for its money.
I kind of like the wet look.
Yeah.
I used the active pressure washer for the first time, and I try out Ivan's iconic rinseless wash as well.
As you can see, I have a lot of different things. You've been here today.
Dude, you have all the awesome toys.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ben and Beta, whom I visited in Utah, I get a tour de force of detailing's latest and greatest, including the goat towel from the House of Rags, which I'd never touched before either.
Hello, Jamie here from the House of Rags. Sorry for interrupting your schedule or Thor Media program, but hey, we got stuff to talk about. And what I'm talking about today is the Jobber 365. This is the ultimate all-around job towel. Interior, exterior. You can use it to clean your leather, vinyls, plastics. You can use it to clean your nav screens, your sensitive areas, even your gauge clusters, because it's 365 South Korean microfiber, making it super high quality. Like I said, it's got the plush side. It's got the low power side. So super versatile towel for your auto detailing needs or general cleaning, household, that kind of deal. The Jobber is literally, that's why it's called the Jobber. It can do it all. Oh yeah, don't forget to use your host promo code to save some change, support the show, support the channel, and get you some high quality South Korean microfiber. Back to the show.
It is time for another nightly wash and talk. Take a look at my Subaru Legacy. It is totally filthy. I brought it down here to Ben and Beta's house in Utah to show them the bird droppings and the neglect and to pretend like it had something to do with wanting this for a good video. The reality is this has been neglected. I have a 2015 Jeep that I'm loving on. I haven't done anything with the Subaru Legacy. Ben, I'm in your driveway. What are your thoughts as you see this paint?
Looks like it's been sitting outside and it's a little dirty, to be honest with you, Nick.
For a detailer, right?
Yeah,
like not exactly what you expected to roll up.
Yeah.
I did it for the content, folks, for you at home. Now, I do want to say this is the Nick at Night podcast. I'm stoked to be here. We're doing a collab session on your channel as well.
That's correct. Earlier today, Nick helped me out with my wife's vehicle, and we did the wash, clay, decon, coating, polishing. We did everything today to that vehicle.
So stay tuned for those videos if they're not out yet on your channel, Ben and Beta. But I want to talk about what the premise of this video is, and I want this to be a vibe. Yeah. So I want to use the products that you love. Most of these I've never used before. We got Clean by Pan. We got iconic rinseless, the LaCroix beard on the front. We have different foam cannons here, SBTA sprayer. We're gonna be trying a towel from the House of Rags I've never touched before. Ben, what was your thought in getting all this set up?
Yeah, so earlier today you used the full active setup with me. You never used that before, so you got a chance to try that out, which I thought was pretty cool. And tonight we're still using the active 2.3 pressure washer, but we're using a few things I've never used as well. I've actually never washed with Macmillan's gun before, so we're gonna give that a try today.
What is this gun?
This is the Swivel Gun Pro from Macmillan's. Got tip storage in it. This is one of the more expensive guns on the market, and it's really nice, all stainless steel. So I'm excited to give this a try. Haven't ever tried that before today, so we're gonna give that a try with the active pressure washer. Another thing I've never gotten a chance to try yet is the iconic rinseless. So I'm excited to give the beard a try as well.
We're gonna do a hybrid video here. So we're going to foam axe it with Clean by Pan's
shampoo, which I like a lot. I've used this quite a bit. I think you'll like it too. Does a nice job, does a pretty decent job in the foam cannon. Maybe not quite as sudsy as Incredible Suds, but still pretty sudsy. Okay. Smells great, does a nice job. Yeah.
Sweet, and then we are gonna also tackle these wheels. They're really nasty. Yep. So I sprayed a little bit of iron remover on this wheel. I haven't done that on the other wheel, but I was gonna try that first. Just cause you got like the dream garage setup here.
It is kind of nice. I'm liking it.
Compared to what I have, this is like Eddie Cologne's garage up in Pocatello, where it's just so much fun to witness it and experience it.
On this sprayer, one click will be like you have to hold it down. 2 clicks, it'll just keep running.
And how do I know it's on the foam method versus the spray?
So it's all dependent upon the tip. So the tip is the foam tip that's in there right now.
And I pressed this
twice.
Twice? Oops.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, and there we go. Oh, and look at that. So again, this is all clean, diluted 15 to 1.
That really brought out the iron remover too as soon as you put it on there, which is kind of cool.
With what, a cap full of incredible suds in here in this
Yep,
mixture?
that's it.
See, that's working. I love the sight of that. These wheels have been neglected. The Subaru's been neglected, folks.
They look like my wife's wheels when she just got back from California. She hasn't washed them ever, so that's kind
I
of.
wanted to save them for a good video, man. Come on now. What kind of detailer would I be if I just kept up on it so nicely that we didn't have content for the people?
It's much more fun when they're dirty. Got lots of bird bombs on here. Oh yeah.
There's lots of bird bombs on there. I mean, perfect. I don't think we need to, but I could go ahead and do one of these numbers.
Yep, it works good.
Yeah, because the all clean is gonna have that higher pH. That could help work with these bug guts. Also, we're out of direct sunlight. This is Nick at Night. We do nighttime washes around here, Ben.
I love it.
You think I should, oh my gosh, look at these wheels, brother.
Yeah, they're just bleeding.
So you think I should hit these bird bombs with this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Why not, right?
Do you want me to spray a little bit of the iron remover on there for you?
I would love for you to do that. You can get involved with the fun. I may actually do this all clean pre-spray on the front because
bugs?
It needs it pretty bad.
Yeah.
So we're doing the foam rinse foam method on the paint, but we're gonna do foam rinse chemical. So we're sandwiching a rinse in between our chemical applications. And just because of these bug guts on the front, I'm gonna harness.
Clean by Pan ceramic at the end as well, right?
I mean, I've heard good things.
Yeah. Nick, you got a little bit left here. Just throw that in your wheel cleaning bucket. What do you think?
Absolutely. That way we don't have to figure out what extra chemical to add. We just use what we've got.
Perfect. Oh, it's perfect.
That's all you need.
Yep, that's all you need. Do you want thick or do you want just regular?
Yeah, dude, give me thick.
All right, let's go an ounce and a half then.
All right, ounce and a half sounds perfect. So that's clean by Pan shampoo.
Yeah.
So the foam rinse foam method, we want to do that if we can. We don't want things to dry if we can. It's been so cool and so not sunny for, I don't know, a stretch now that I'm not worried about it. My paint doesn't feel hot to the touch. I'm not concerned.
Basically, since we washed my vehicle in the sun and then right after that, it became cloudy.
All right, Ben, you tell me how I get the best foam out of this Quiver foam cannon.
I've seen you use this one before. So we got a max foam.
Okay.
And I think everything else is pretty good there. You just need to adjust the fan pattern to your liking.
Okay, and this is pH neutral?
pH neutral soap.
So. Woo! That's nice. This foam is wild. I generally did it to be as methodical as I could, so just no wasted steps. Like if I'm here in this real estate, I'm gonna foam that section, and then I'm gonna keep on going, working my way around. Pretty much use up the whole foam cannon, so.
Yeah, 700 milliliters to 1.5 ounces in this case. 1 ounce probably would have been plenty, but wanted to make sure.
Okay, and so now we're just gonna rinse everything off in the spirit of the foam rinse foam.
You wanna let it sit anymore, or are you good with it?
I think as long as it has a chance to dwell, we go ahead and rinse it. What are the specs of what we're using here with your pressure washer? We've got the active
2.3, which means it's 2.3 gallons per minute.
Okay.
So it's pretty darn good for a pressure washer. It can do up to 1800 PSI, but obviously that's more than you would need to wash a vehicle. And this is, I think, a 4.0 tip on here that comes with the active system. So
nice.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and rinse away?
Let's see how it goes. First time using the McKillen's for me as well, so.
Always pointing the tip away from the car.
Yep.
This is a show car, by the way. 180,000 miles on the Legacy just about, and she's a reliable car. This is very pleasurable in the hand.
It is.
It feels really nice to just just squeeze.
Yep, trigger's great.
Wow, I really like this handle a lot. I preferred the lance that we tried earlier, but I really like the short stubby handle too.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna do rinseless, but not DIY detail rinseless wash. We're gonna try iconic rinseless wash. So Ben, I've been in the YouTube game for a while. You're a little newer. What got you into like making YouTube videos about detailing? As I apply iconic rinseless diluted 256-1 on the paint.
Yep. For me, I actually didn't start with detailing on my channel necessarily. I actually started as more of an overlanding channel, and I really just started my channel and didn't know where I was going to go with it. I started it just to try to help people make decisions about things, teach people about things, be kind of educational. I really like to try stuff, and I feel like it's kind of fun. As you can see, I have a lot of different things. You've been here today.
Dude, you have all the awesome toys.
Yeah, so I like to try it, and I like to share it with other people so that they can make the best decision for them. Everybody has different needs, so I don't think there's just not a best tool that doesn't exist. There's a best for you or your favorite thing. So I want to try to give people my opinions on things and help them make good decisions.
I love that.
And also teach them, like, once I got into the detailing stuff, then teaching them how to do stuff too. And then even in the overlanding game, I had like a rack that I put on and DIY'd it myself and put it on. I could have had somebody install it, but I did it myself. So just trying to help people with that too.
What's the overlanding YouTube world like compared to detailing?
You know, overall, it's really similar, I would say. I've met a lot of cool people in the detailing side and a lot of cool people on the overlanding side. It's a lot of products and stuff too, but the cool part is you get to take them out in the wilderness and film out there and show people how it works, different trails you can go on, just what overlanding's all about, and being out in nature. So I love sharing that too, because a lot of people don't get a chance to go to nature or haven't tried it before. So yeah.
I'm convinced nature's the best, man. And more people need to get out and just be outside among nature.
I agree.
Speaking of, I like the tree in your yard here, but
you.
it does shed a bit, yeah?
It does shed, it does shed.
So I don't have a ton of experience outside of working with Ivan doing washes with other people. So we're just trying to find our flow, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's a little bit different, and there's really not a wrong way to do it, I don't think, too much for the most part. I mean, maybe there probably is, but for the most part, you're not going to find that too often, I don't think. Some people might think it's the wrong way, but...
What are your thoughts on, I think there's so many right ways to detail.
I agree.
What are your thoughts on iconic rinseless so far?
Pretty great so far. Went on nice and easy.
Yeah.
How is it cleaning?
I think it's cleaning great.
Excellent.
I love the idea of the first application of a foam or a chemical and then rinsing that off and then adding your chemical for lubrication, and that wash stage is so much easier once we remove the grit from that foam and that rinse.
Yeah, hybrid washes are, not only they're fun because you get to do some foaming, but yeah, I really think they do a good job of removing that grit and just making it a little safer. And especially for people who are new to it, it's a good way to just feel safer. I think as beginners, lots of my videos are focused on beginners, so I like to try to make sure that they're gonna feel good about it and feel safe with whatever we're doing.
So in terms of beginners, like, what have you learned from me today? Or like, what did I not realize about you being in your headspace? Like, I feel like we're learning from each other today.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot about polishing, especially from you, but also some of the just YouTubing stuff too, and how I can do a little bit better, how I can think through things through a little bit more, and kind of reach my audience a little bit better. So that's part of that. But also the detailing side, you really helped me a ton with the polishing piece. I think, as well as I haven't done as much of using rinseless at the end after polishing, so that was something I had never done before, but that worked really well, and it kind of helped us find some spots we had missed, so that was pretty cool.
Oh, so you're not used to doing the rinseless damp and towel for polish wipe off?
No, I'd actually never done that part before.
Oh yeah, that's so good. That's one of Ivan's things that I was a skeptic about at first, and then I'm like, nope, this is it. This is good. This works.
So yeah,
so the sponge basically on the verge of dripping, as Ivan LaCroix would say.
And my bristle brush, I'm trying to rotate. And I like to start at the top. I know you like to start at your valve stem, but I'm good with starting at the top. I guess I picked that up from Ivan too. And rotating the brush in between.
So that's how it works for you, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll let my sponge, I'll try to do one panel with black, one panel with red.
Okay.
But if I have a few windows to cover after that, I'm never worried about scratching glass. So I may do 3 more panes of glass with a side that's already been used on a panel, and I'm not worried about that in case you saw that.
All right, those wheels are done.
Perfect, okay, yeah. I'm gonna finish my half on the front here, and then I'll hit the wheels. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So how did you clean the wheels?
I did the green flagged tipped brush on the wheel faces and the tires, and then I used the barrel brush. Again, starting at the top and working my way around. Did you try this yet?
No, I was gonna let you try the Iconic sponge.
All right, well, here it is.
Tell the people what you've got in your hand, sir.
This is, so we've got the Iconic rinseless wash. This is the Iconic rinseless sponge, also from the Iconic Ivan LaCroix. And I'm excited to give this a try. I like the size of this sponge a lot. I think this especially is good for, I don't have the largest hands in the world, so this is nice. It's probably good for people with smaller hands too. That's easier to control, is always good.
Did you mention it was a firmer foam or it felt firmer?
It does feel a little firmer, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I think it just is nice, honestly.
I don't think I've done these barrels since 2023.
2023, that's been a while.
This Subaru has been through so many things in my life. Like, I got it when we first moved, and then it was like my commuter car to Salt Lake for almost an hour every day for 6 years. It was also my first mobile detailing vehicle. I was married when I got it, ended up through the divorce driving this, and it's just never given up on me. It's great in the snow. It is very smooth to drive, adaptive cruise control for a 2017 Subaru Legacy. Like, it's just a nice car in the snow, which we get a lot of, and then it has a lot of sentimental memories for me.
You know, we had a Subaru as well, 2013, and we loved it. They're great cars. We had a Legacy as well, so this was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. What do you think of the Legacy? I mean, it's not like a sexy car, obviously.
They're not sexy at all, but they are amazing in snow and winter, and just super comfortable to ride in, which is really what a car is all about. So
right, like the Jeep is a cool little car, but like this is way more comfortable to drive, especially on the highway. And I'm glad to know that it's not just that the Jeep might be a little uncomfy, but that you think it's a comfy car to ride in, the Legacy.
yeah, it's like riding on a cloud, as my wife would used to say. Like, it feels like I'm riding on a cloud.
And you know, I've had kids riding in here for years, and it's a safe car. It's just, especially with snow tires, it feels great in the snow as well. So I've got wheels done. I think I've washed everything on my side, save maybe for the rear. I'm gonna go check that out, but just did the wheels.
Do you want to try the sponge?
Yes, actually.
All right, let me trade you out here. So this side will be dirty, although it doesn't hardly look dirty.
All right, so this side's dirty. I'll just use it on the glass.
Okay.
Okay, it's a little firmer, but I like it.
Yeah. It's once you get a contrast in your hand, you can kind of like compare.
I mean, this is the combo as it was designed, right?
Right. Yeah.
So we got to use it. If Ivan's gonna design it a type of way, you got to give it a chance.
Yeah. When Evan designs something, he means them to go together for sure.
And I can tell based on the surface if we've been there or not with our sponge, which is kind of a cool thing about rinseless, because people don't think that. They think you can only see where you've been if you're using incredible suds, right? Like a soap.
Exactly, but you can tell 100% your side's done and mine's not.
No, I like the sponge a lot. I like them both. I'm
like
just
them
not
both too.
used to this. I'm maybe a little more partial to the Legacy sponge because I have so many reps with it. But I like the Iconic sponge.
I like the too. I like the stiffness of it, actually. I think I do kind of like how it feels in the hand.
I wonder if it breaks in a little bit over time.
It might.
Yeah.
We'll find out as I get a chance to use it a little bit more. I was saving Iconic for a special occasion, Nick, and your vehicle was the special occasion.
That's amazing. What are your thoughts on a decon? Does this need decon or did it just need a really good wash?
I would say it could probably use a decon, realistically.
Okay.
But, you know.
Well, what's the most
think?
efficient way to do that? I think we could probably do iron remover and a towel and not do water spot remover and feel like it was a good day. we could skip ourselves one step as the sunlight disappears.
I think that's true. I think you could also just use rinseless, right? Like, is that another option? Just doing the rinseless without the...
Just rinseless as a final step. Okay, with the towel.
Yeah.
Let's try that. I love it. That way we don't have to introduce any new chemical and we could just go right to the drying stage.
Exactly.
That's what I'm talking about. So DIY Detail perforated synthetic decontamination towel. The PSD towel. Oh, I can hear it. I can hear it, Ben.
Yeah, I figured.
But we're not even using iron remover, so I don't know.
But, you know, if you need to do that, we've got it.
Let me see if we can't work to dislodge a little bit here on the... Oh yeah. So I love actually just going nice and slow with no pressure, like 20 times with the decon towel versus trying to go super hard and potentially scratch the paint.
So I actually have a question for you because somebody asked me this question and I don't know because I've never been a professional detailer. The question was, because they asked if I would help them ceramic coat their vehicle and I said sure, but they asked how much it would cost a professional to do that. And I don't have any idea. So what do those cost if you went to actually have them done professionally in general?
I mean, it's been a while since I've been in the trenches and been operating a shop or a mobile detailing business at Hawk Pro Detailing. But we used to do anything from, like, if we needed money, a $600 or $700 special, to like $1,300 for a sedan, to north of $2,000 to polish and ceramic coat a truck.
Okay.
So it could get pretty high up there, but it just depended on like the time of year, how hungry were we. There were times where like, yeah, you just need cash, so you greatly discount your services, but like that's how much I would like to charge and often charged for those services.
Nice. Okay. Well, that's helpful to know, just so when people ask me, like, this is how much it would cost.
So right now I'm feeling a lot of rinseless drying on the surface on my side.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna reapply it, especially since we're using that decon towel.
Yep.
I always want to err on the side of lubrication when I'm, you know, claying or decontaminating.
I would have to say the Iconic is very slick, very lubricious.
Yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. All right, I'm doing way too much product, big surprise.
Well, it's in the keg. You might as well use it, I guess, right?
Yeah, the keg is so much fun to use. Do you need a fresh spritz on that side, or are you like done?
No, I mean, I could probably use some on my doors for sure.
Okay. I can't even remember what I've done and what I haven't done now. It's been a long day.
We've done a lot. There's no doubt. And you've been great. You've not only been a great teacher, but it's been so much fun to detail with you. It's so fun to detail with other people. So fun.
No, I agree. It's a pretty isolated deal when you're just making detailing videos alone or just detailing a lot on loan. That's also an amazing part of it. I love that. But it can feel, yeah, kind of isolated.
And I don't know if my wife would admit to it or not, but I think she actually enjoys it when we detail together too.
Oh, she does?
I think so.
That's nice.
We have fun with it. I think she'd rather not be in the video, but I think she has fun with it.
So what are your, what other toys do you have like that you've enjoyed using? I guess that SPTA sprayer foamer seems pretty slick.
It is pretty slick, and you know, for the price, it's less expensive than like the IK. I've not used that one, so I can't compare, but it works just fine. And so that's one. You know, of the two guns that you used today, which one did you actually prefer between the Active and the McKillen's? Because I'll talk about what I like.
I like the Active with the foam cannon you gave me earlier. Was that the Active foam cannon too?
That was the Active foam cannon, yep.
I really liked that with Incredible Suds, but we didn't compare that to the quiver with Incredible Suds. I just really enjoyed the wand, especially the lance.
Yep, the lance is really good.
What's your favorite?
So I liked the McKillen's today. The trigger pull is really nice and easy, which is great. What I like the Active gun a little bit better because it has a rubberized grip. It fits in my hand a little bit better.
Okay.
What I didn't like about it originally was it has like when you get it from the factory, it has a trigger that has like a ball and a spring mechanism in it.
Okay.
And for me, I didn't like the click in it. and I had some issues with it sometimes sticking, but I took that out, just opened the gun up and took those 2 items out, and I think it's my favorite gun now because the trigger pull is super light, and I just love how it fits in my hand. So that's what I would say there. Yeah.
It's fun buying all this stuff, but it's not cheap, right?
It is definitely not cheap at all. And, you know, I don't know how many people really know much about YouTube, but for a channel size like mine, 1,700 subscribers, I'm not really making money at all because I'm putting it right back into everything I do.
One thing I also want to add about this wash is I think we need to rinse these wheels because we didn't do.
True.
Remember, because the bucket had incredible suds and all clean in it, and we put it on the wheels?
Yep.
So we just need to rinse these wheels. That's the only thing I'll rinse.
Okay, sounds good. Why don't we throw on the other gun and see what you think of it?
Okay.
We'll call this the modified active, and then the tip we'll grab here too. Do you want the lance?
So one awesome toy we tried earlier was this active handle with the lance, Ben.
Yep.
Tell me about this bad boy.
Yeah, so I didn't think I was gonna like a lance, but I have a truck. This is like a requirement, so you can get up above everything.
Yeah.
But the coolest part about this specific lance, I've tried a lot, like the Ryobi comes with a lance.
Right.
But in order to be able to turn it, you have to have the gun off. This one can turn while it is on. And the 20-degree bend is perfect, so I love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just I'll do the thing where we spray away from the car.
Yep.
Just to make sure the tip's on. But it's cool, yeah. As you mentioned, you can turn the, and you can shift it like that.
Do you want quick feeds on there?
Oh, we can do that.
I don't know if you know this, but pans can be used just like quick beads, or it can be used like you use like ceramic gloss. So we can do the same thing. So we might as well put.
Let's do that right now. So just spray on, rinse off?
Yep.
And how long do you let it dwell for?
Well, let's see. I actually haven't done it that way, but let's just take a quick
Because I'm usually a full
spray and
sender.
rinse off. It just says clean on the car, rinse, and then spray the product on the wet surface and rinse off. So dry the vehicle. So
all right, let's rinse it.
Easy, yeah.
No, there's a ton of beads there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really worked. Ooh, I like the smell too.
Yeah, smells good.
It's fresh. Good job, Pan. Oops.
Caught in the tire, huh?
Yeah, don't you have any fancy like tennis balls or anything? I feel like you'd have something.
I've been looking at them. I haven't plowed them
okay.
yet, but I've been thinking about it.
This Subaru loves a good clean.
So one thing I have heard about Iconic is it likes to dry really fast, and it is definitely doing that.
So again, what are we doing and why?
So we're just re-wetting this at this point because it was starting to dry before we do the actual towel dry, because we want to put some ceramic on here too. And we don't want it to be dry when we do that, or you could scratch your paint, mar it up, that kind of thing. So we're just trying to keep it wet.
Do you use Pan's products a lot?
I do actually. I go back and forth between a lot of the DIY detail and the Pans products. I actually have some gallons of Pans. I really like his shampoo. I like his rinseless wash too. I only have this one bottle of the ceramic, but it's really good.
Isn't there something about Pan's products where it's like it cures really fast, or don't they say something about?
It is really powerful. You do, like, it is a very powerful ceramic, so you do not want to use much at all. Like, when Ivan says one little tiny spray, that is.
So that's all I use for Pan, and then
Yeah,
just,
you don't want to use hardly anything.
Okay, Pan on the paint, and I'm just gonna dry right where we sprayed.
And you can just put a nice big, like it'll cover a big area. It is crazy.
I'm just
strong.
noticing the behavior. I'm just kind of like watching, you know,
Yep.
trying to figure out what's going on.
Do you feel any slickness underneath?
No,
it?
now it's slick. Yeah, now it's slick. Okay, Pan. This feels robust, man.
I can do your windows. if you
Okay.
want.
Yeah. You got them?
Yep. One big spray across. There you go. Should be plenty.
I mean, I imagine the way to avoid any potential issues is always just to less product and just quickly
Oh my God.
wipe the area that you.
Your windows look awesome. Look at that.
They're super shiny. I'm telling you, this Subaru Legacy isn't much, but she's mine. And when
Yep.
she gets clean, it's just like, it's kind of fun, man. It's just my own.
You want to take care of it, right?
Yeah, it's just my own vehicle. I want it to be like a vintage car one day and people be like, that's a Subaru Legacy, but it looks dang good.
I'll grab a little bit of your windshield, I guess.
Okay, so what is this towel again?
That is the GOAT, the greatest of all towels.
This is such a beast. Eddie and JD, what were you guys thinking? This thing is insane. I love it. It's just
Insane.
it's so much. What about the roof here?
I have not done it yet.
Not yet. Okay, cool.
Only glass. I'm only working on glass.
All right. I am going to.
I want to give you the pleasure of as much of the vehicle as you can, but I'll do as much as you want me to.
No, I appreciate it, man. I'm just happy for the help. It's fun. Yeah, the Subi just doesn't get a lot of love. No access to a pressure washer at home, so she's getting a nice bath today. Leveraging the rinseless there on the surface to give me some added lubrication.
Yep. Here you go. Yeah, it smells pretty good too. It's a very different smell compared to other stuff. Like, it's crazy that ceramics can smell good. You would think that that's something that would have to smell bad.
No, the scent is very pleasant on this. I actually like the scent a lot. It's hard to stack up to ceramic gloss in my mind.
It is. That smells good too.
Because that's like my favorite smelling product of all time.
Yeah.
So my bar is incredibly high. However, I really like the smell of PAN's product. Yes, sir. Little lubrication. Yeah, I don't actually care about this thing being probably super water spotted up and scratched over the years. What I do care about is, despite that, it being shiny.
Right.
Because it makes it almost more ironic and more stand out at this point. It's like, why does that Subaru look so good?
I love this paint color too. It's just, I don't know why. This blue, gray, blue, it's so nice.
No, it's been a great ride for us as a family.
Nice.
I mean, not bad, right?
Yeah, looking good.
Not too shabby.
So what do you think of the goat?
What do I think of the goat? It's a lot of towel. I
is.
love the Diva towel. I love the drying blanket from DIY Detail. The goat is just,
Too much, you think?
it's thicker than I would want, but I could see how, can I borrow that sprayer, sir?
You sure can.
Please. I could see how it would appeal to certain folks. Like, what do you think about it, Ben?
I like the goat quite a bit. I like the heft of it. I like the size of it. I also really like the Diva towels, and
Yeah.
I like the DIY Detail drying blanket. I've used that quite a bit too. So
It's just a lot of towel. I don't know.
it's hard when you're doing, like, to go over like a hood or something like that, or the top of a vehicle like that is great for that. When you're trying to get to the size
Yeah.
of things, it's a little bit too much. Like
Yeah.
these Diva rinselesses are like genius though. Like, they're just the right size.
They're just the right size, right? No, it's just so much towel that, like, in fours, it's so padded I can't mess it up, but I don't feel like I have as much control.
I would agree.
But I love how padded it is because I feel like that's a safe wash. Now, could this use like a one-step polish for some of these embedded, I don't know, mineral spots or whatever on here? It looks like something has
Yeah.
kind of stained the hood a little bit. Like, I could probably use a one-step polish, but I've polished this thing so many times, Ben, and coated it so many times that I'm just kind of like at that stage where, not like a patina old truck, but
Right.
you're starting to just like appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
It's got big dents in it. Like, a PDR guy could charge me at least probably $3,000 to repair all the PDR here. Like, it's all over. I dropped a tripod when I was mobile detailing back in like 2018 in a dark garage into the side of the rear passenger door.
That's not good.
No, that's not good. But we have memories together.
That's
this
right.
Subaru and I.
This is your memory vehicle.
Yeah, man. So I know what she is and what she's not, and she's great. I actually do like the goat towel. It's growing on me. I just had to use it a little bit more. I'm starting to enjoy it as a primed towel.
Yes.
I worked kind of hard to prime it. I was trying to be very sparse with my product usage because
Yep.
I really didn't want to like mess up and use too much product because I know Pan's sealant is so good.
Hi Lily, how are you?
There's nothing not to like about the finish either.
And so when we tested this a few weeks ago, we tested against ceramic gloss a little bit. Ceramic gloss was amazing, and we had not let the pan side cure,
Okay.
and so it performed okay. Then we walked away. We came back after we filmed some more stuff, and we did the test again, and it was really, really good.
It was wild. So it's Pan, it needs time to cure.
Yeah, it needs, you give it at least an hour and it's going to be great. It can do it says 10 minutes, but if you give it at least an hour, it's going to be really, really good. And the gloss it's solid. It's looking good.
Do you have any tire shine of choice?
buy pans, tire shine if you want to try it.
Yeah, I want to try Pan Tire Shine. So Ben, we don't need to do anything but just dry these, but I'm like, let's spray something on the wheels just as a final, I don't know, like lubricant and also
Yeah.
protect it. Although this doesn't have any protection. What do we got in your hand, Ben?
This is the Stay Strong Detailer from Detail Co. Raised a bunch of money for a young lady who really needed it, and so I jumped on that bandwagon when they had it. I love the smell of this stuff too. It's pretty good.
It smells really crisp, like
Yeah.
really clean.
Yep.
Yeah. I like it for sure. It has a vibe to it. It's just like, it's really just clean. I like that a lot. So we're gonna use Stay Strong, Detail Spray, and then Pan's Tire Shine, yeah?
Correct.
Cool.
Other side here. Good.
So what do you like about, and obviously these wheels are looking great. The vehicle has been ceramic coated with C6 Hydro Light, Ben, so like,
oh, it has.
it's
Okay.
been polished and ceramic coated. Like, it probably needed some water spot remover to really do a mineral cleanse on this, but it looks phenomenal. So is the paint in perfect shape? No, not at all, but it looks great. So with that said, it's got the coating as its foundation, and we're taking care of it today. We're getting a lot of that crud off the paint, which makes me feel good. Oh, and you're just sanding it. You're using that for the
The
tires.
It'll be fine.
Okay, cool.
I'm just drying. That's all I'm doing, just to make sure it adheres really well to the tire.
Yeah, I always like a dry tire when it comes to best adherence of your tire shine of choice.
So all you're gonna do is apply it to the brush and brush it on. Nice and easy. Tire shine doesn't have a good smell to it no matter what, as far as I know. Although actually I think I had one from McGuire's once that smelled purple.
Oh, it's
So-
clear.
Yeah. So a little bit thicker than like a normal thing, but you can, how much you want to use is up to you. And then I love these tire brushes. These are my favorite. They're so good.
That's the DIY Detail like tire lotion brush.
Yep, tire shine brush. And I also love the fact that you have small tires because this went on pretty darn quick and easy.
Yeah, low profile,
Oh my
super
goodness.
easy to coat,
So
or,
easy.
super easy to put your tire shine on. Those
I mean,
look good,
that's it.
man.
I mean, yeah,
Dude,
so-
this is looking so good. That's what I'm saying. She cleans up nice.
she does. You want to try the other ones?
Yes, sir.
Reading the directions is always a good idea.
It says apply a generous amount onto your tire dressing applicator of choice and spread product evenly on the tire surface. So I like a generous amount. Oh, I like this. It goes on thick. Okay, Pan. Yeah, I like it. Is it a little shinier than ours?
It's a little bit shinier, but not terrible either. It's just a little bit, I would say.
Yeah, no, I like them greasy looking. I really do. I kind of like that glazed donut look.
Yeah, and I would say the tire shine lasts about as long as the DIY detail stuff. So right around a month you'll get out of it before you really need to reapply. Obviously it
And I'm way
degrees
over
time.
applying this. I get it. I'm just
Yeah.
kind of
No, I mean,
experiencing it, enjoying it. So you said, okay, it's about the same in terms of longevity from your experience?
yeah, I think so. Yep.
What else do you like about it?
It goes on really easy. I like
Yeah.
that too. I mean, DIY details goes on really easy too, but I've always kind of liked solvent-based tire dressings because they tend to be a little wetter looking, like you said, and I don't mind that look.
I kind of like the wet look.
Yeah.
I know there's like very strong opinions out there, so put in the comments below. You like the wet look? Like the matte wheel look? I just think wet looks clean, and shiny looks clean. It always has. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One to go.
This is fun.
Yeah.
You want me to do the last one?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I feel like this goes on pretty well for the Tacoma too, which are, those are big knobby tires.
Yes, they are.
So I felt like this went on pretty nice and easy when I put those on the Tacoma. Not that DIY details didn't either, because those are the two that I used most often, but I feel like it goes pretty well on the, off-road tires.
Well, that's nice. And then you use this brush to apply it.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, everyone's gonna mix and match. We like to teach the system because we know it works.
Yep.
But everyone out there having fun, I salute you. Do what you do, Because it's something that I think is one of the great joys of life is like trying different detailing products. It's just fun.
I agree with you on that
Yeah.
one. Yeah. You just asked me, Nick, what did we think of the products? And I have so many products. What did you think of them?
They're all great.
Yeah.
There are so many great products out there right now. So choose the products that you love. And if you want to support a company that loves to like respond to comments on YouTube,
Right.
DIY Detail, like the friends at the House of Rags, like I really like what this whole partnership is all about in terms of me having a podcast on the House of Rags platform. And then you can use code Nick at Night, and if you get something, you get a discount, and I get a little kickback. So they sell House of Rags House Brand, they sell Detail Co, they sell DIY Detail, they sell Clean by Pan, right? So like, there's so many options on thehouseofrags.com. But yeah, you know, do I like my products the best because it's my company? You know, honestly, yeah.
Yeah, and you should.
I love them, and it's not just because it's my company. It's like, I have to love them that much.
Yep.
Like, I have to believe in them, and I do, and they're great.
And when you don't, you make something better, right? Like, that's what you guys do.
Exactly. I was telling you about, like, I think videos are like service, you know, hopefully you can help serve people and help them. I don't want to give someone a product I don't think is good. So I actually believe that our products are amazing. Are they the best at everything? No, they're probably not the best at everything. But I love our lineup. I think it works super well. And it's great to try other products too and be like, these products work great as well. Like, just choose what you like, man.
Yeah, and you know, if you're a DIYer, it's easy to kind of jump around and do different stuff. And if you're a professional, it's okay once in a while to try something new just to see what it's like, just to see, you know, is there something better out there? But if you have something you like, there's nothing wrong with sticking with it. You know what results you're going to get every time.
I mean, I love ceramic gloss, and I love incredible suds, and I love our decon towel, which we did use. I love our rinseless wash, right? So that's just where I feel so comfortable.
Yep.
Like using these different products, maybe I got excited and added a little extra iconic. Maybe we did that with the shampoo, or you know, maybe the towel wasn't meant to be used with the spray sealant from PAN. I don't know. I really enjoyed it all. I sort of like our method a little bit better, but like, this looks phenomenal.
It does. We did a mishmash today.
Yeah, this is the biggest mishmash, and it's fun to do the mishmash and not just do it like the DIY way every time, you know?
And the cool part is, like, we didn't destroy your car when we did a mishmash either. Like, you can still do that, especially because you know what you're doing, and that's important.
Yeah.
If you were brand new, maybe just stick with one brand's stuff just to get started. But I mean, I love the House of Rags too, so I wanted to let you know, like, the House of Rags and DIY Detail have both been really great supporting creators, and it can be tough out there, and it's nice to have collaborators like that with smaller channels too.
For sure. So if y'all liked this, I'm gonna put a playlist to Nick at Night, some other great podcasts. We're doing more detailing videos. If you like the detailing videos where we're out about doing stuff, put it in the comments below and I'll do those versus the podcast. Thanks, Ben.
Anytime.